See how high I can pop it up without my asshole puckering too much. Practicing covering my brake. Holy shit! Goddamn hipsters on their bicycles. First time using a new helmet. Fly Trekker. Got my camera and mic system shifted over. Not sure if I'm totally happy with this camera angle, but it's about the best I could do because the helmet's all sharp angular triangles and there's not like a good flat or round surface on it for the adhesive mount. I like searched and searched and searched. I wasn't happy with anything basically. And initially I put it on the top, like the top of the helmet. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll try this. I had that on my other helmet for a little bit. I didn't particularly like it, but I used it for a while and it was okay. So I'm like, okay, I'll try that. I put it on, you know, as far forward as I could in the center. Or I should be using this hand, maybe you can see this hand. As far forward as I could in the center, but it's still just like pointed straight up. Well, not straight up, but it was angled way higher than what I would have preferred. I mean, it looked okay when I was just messing around with the helmet itself. I didn't think it was that bad. After I put the helmet on, after I got the adhesive mount on, I was like, nope, it's looking up at the ceiling when I was walking through my house. So, yeah, it was only on there for 5 minutes, so the adhesive wasn't fully cured, and I just ripped that bitch off, like, fuck you, bitch. And then I found another spot, kind of about the 1:30, 2 o'clock position. See a little bit more of the peak than I would have liked. I don't know, yeah, because I haven't reviewed the footage. I don't know if you can see my bars. It does look kind of like you're a ghost eyeball floating out in space if you can't see any part of the person that you're along with the ride with. So yeah, that's the only flat spot in a reasonable position around the helmet that seemed like it even remotely worked. I guess there's one other spot that I think I could have got the adhesive mount on, but you see even more of the peak. I think you see a little bit less with where I got it now. Kind of in between the very top of mount attachment for the peak and the side one next to the visor. My car! But besides the camera mounting issues, I hate that I don't have my Bluetooth system in here, so I'm going to be ordering one shortly. I hate fucking headphones. I'm using them now, and one fell out of my ear. One's okay. And then I don't like not being able to change my volume on the fly. You know, if you got to talk to someone, being able to crank it down, and then if you're get on the highway, you can crank it back up. You know, even if I had a handlebar mount for my phone, my gloves aren't touchy friendly. Okay, those are the two negatives I have about this helmet, and they're kind of just like personal pet peeves, negatives. Nothing against, well, I guess the camera mount thing is kind of a knock on the helmet, but I'm going to put a Bluetooth system in it here shortly, and I'll solve that problem. Because before this, I was using just kind of like a cheapo street bike helmet, but I bought it because it had built-in Bluetooth, and I thought that was really neat. It was like a VCan Blink. It was about $100, or maybe a little bit more. With this helmet, I got all the vents closed because it's about 40 degrees out, and it's really airy, and I like it. This is going to be so nice in the summer with the vents open. I bet it's like not even going to be like having a fucking full face helmet at all. My street bike helmet all modded out, not really, but I took the breath deflector out and the chin apron so I get more airflow for those air hose. I'm just like a cold air type of guy, you know. I can't drive in a car with the window rolled up, no matter how cold it is. I need that fucking airflow. Don't know how many times I wish I had a peak on my street bike helmet, like going down the highway during sunset and you got the sun right in your eyes. I'm always like, yeah, looking down at the ground and shit. This one needs a little bit of trimming. That's gonna be my next jump. Yeah, so I'm digging the peak. I got it all the way, or I should say all the way forward, and it's barely in my vision. I actually wish it was more in my vision to help block the sun and shit. That's pretty awesome. And the least important thing to me when I buy a helmet or anything is the way it looks, but I think it looks fucking awesome. Ah! I got scared at the last second. I'm like, don't hit me in the face! And then I remember I was wearing a helmet with a face shield. Face shield, I just got the clear. It's way clearer than my other one. Well, it's probably getting a lot of scratches and micro scratches, so it made it look a little bit foggier. I think I might get a blue tint mirror, because I'm a Power Ranger and all my shit matches. Yeah, because it's about dusk, twilight, I don't know however you want to describe it. I still got my sunglasses on. I like the cold air and the dim light in the shadow of the wolf moon. I don't know, whatever. That sounded gay as fuck after I said it. I didn't realize how ratty my old helmet was getting until I looked at this one. I'm like, oh yeah, fucking. The interior of my old helmet's toast. Time for a new one. This helmet's so nice and airy. I just realized I've been keeping the visor down. Usually I get so overheated. There's no way, even on a cold day, there's no way I can fucking ride around with my visor down with my street bike helmet. We'll see how the audio sounds with it up, because yeah, I'm still work in progress, so if this footage sucks, you'll never see it. I kind of want to do these hill climbs, or at least one of them. But it looks like trucks have came up here and fucked up all the good ones. You know, look at all the, oh, you guys probably can't see it, but there's like big potholes right in the middle of these runs, because some people can't even four-wheel drive. I might be able to get that one. Doesn't look too bad. But in my face! So that is my initial first impressions of the Fly Trekker Dual Sport / SuperMoto budget friendly helmet. Catch you all later, masturbator, cheese and taters. Oh, fuck you, neutral.